The region known as the Cotswolds is in the southwest Midlands. Our base for a week's holiday in May 2009 was near Broadway in the northern end of the Cotswolds. The holiday property organisation has created Buckland Court from renovating 12 cottages. We had the old mill, and from this base we could get around the Cotswold regions and also to several places beyond. Our first outing was to Broadway, one of the most popular sites in the Cotswolds. Most of the houses date from the 16th, 17th and 18th centuries. The majority have been renovated up to modern standards. The broad main street is dominated by small shops, pubs, antique dealers and estate agents. This impressive Gothic folly, known as Broadway Tower, is the highest point in the Cotswolds. It was built in about 1800 and has served as a beacon. There are comfortable rooms inside with commanding views of the surrounding countryside. Broadway itself lies at the foot of the escarpment. The field at the base of the tower has a decent-sized herd of deer. There are several comfortable rooms in the tower, and a number of well-known academics came to study here. Apparently a frequent visitor was William Morris. Amongst many other things, Morris was a designer, and the walls are adorned with samples of some of his materials. Moving on, we went to Sudeley Castle. An attractive garden has been created in what remains of a 15th century tithe barn in the grounds of Sudeley Castle. The castle itself was the home of Catherine Parr, the sixth wife of Henry VIII. Here is the man himself, surrounded by his 6 wives, dressed in costumes created for a BBC production. The chapel, also in the grounds, is where the tomb of Catherine Parr can be found. For our next visit we went in the direction of Oxford to find Blenheim Palace, but on the way we stopped at Blaydon. The grave of Winston Churchill is in the churchyard. The manor of Woodstock, near Oxford, was presented to Winston's ancestor John Churchill, the 1st Duke of Marlborough. The presentation was made in recognition of his success against the French at the Battle of Blenheim. The palace was designed by John Vanbrugh, and Capability Brown was responsible for the garden. On our way to Coventry, we had a brief stop in Stratford, where William Shakespeare is well remembered. The ornate statue to him stands by the River Avon. The ruined shell of Coventry Cathedral, now an impressive site dedicated to the cause of peace. The new cathedral was designed to fit nicely against the old one next door. To the right of the main doorway is the figure of St. Michael vanquishing the devil, a statue by Epstein. Above and behind the altar is the Graham Sutherland tapestry. Before leaving Coventry, we had to pay our respects to Lady Godiva, looking a bit flaky these days. Back in the heart of the Cotswolds to visit the slaughters, upper and lower. Apparently slaughter means muddy. Most of the tourists make for the popular Bourton on the Water, situated on the River Windrush with its many low footbridges. We made a visit to Cheltenham to have lunch with an old school friend from Carlisle. He took us for a drink in this Regency-style building. Cheltenham is a spa town, and the waters were very popular in the mid-19th century. This is the device, the pump, which brought the waters to the surface in the Pittsfield pump room. Actually, it was our friend Graham who sampled the water.
Nectar. I'm 10 years younger.
We had a very busy sightseeing holiday in the Cotswolds in May 2009, but it was the right time to be there in the middle of spring.